Ta'Jier Burrus, and I am a student in Dr. Radaj's broadcasting class at Alvernia University. We have partnered with Berks Weekly to do interviews on Facebook. Here today with me is Jill Troutman from the Children's Home of Reading. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too, Ta'Jier.
How are you doing today?
Very good. Thank
That's
you
good,
so
that's
much for
good.
asking.
That's
And it's
good.
an honor to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna talk about a little bit about the Children's Reading Home. Can you share share an overview of the missions and core values of the Children's Home of Reading?
Sure. Our mission is caring for the needs of children and families in crisis and preparing them for success in life, which, it's what we want everybody to
Yeah.
have so that they can grow up to be just like you.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. What are the primary programs and services offered by the organization to support the children and families?
Well, we have grown tremendously. We started with 12 kids, and we're celebrating our 140th year this year, so it's really a big year for us. It was started by the community. There were caring individuals who really wanted to take care of kids who were left alone after the war, so they placed them there. And then now we have grown and just flourished over the past really 5-6 years. We now have 35 programs,
Yeah.
and we serve over 4,000 children and their families.
That's great. That's great. What made you want to get into the business?
Oh, I'm a sucker. I love to make sure that people are cared for and that our community is going to be thriving, because young people are so important because they're going to be making all the big decisions later on in life. And if we can give them a head start on that, that's what we want to do.
Can you share any stories or anything that brought you to what you wanted to become?
Sure. Some of our biggest programs are residential programs, which are for, it's a trauma-informed care. There are kids who are struggling with mental health and behavioral issues. They're unable to stay in their homes because of their behaviors, and they need 24-hour care. So to me, mental health is something that we haven't really talked about a lot. It's kind of a big stigma, and to me, I think that's so important because at some point in our life, we all are touched by mental health issues.
Yeah.
But we have so much more to offer. We have so many programs. It's great.
How do you like you and your team ensure a safe environment for the children that?
Oh, we have lots and lots of training, and our staff is so dedicated to helping the youth. It's the place where we work is really we have a tagline that we're better together, and really we are, because if we aren't all working together, it creates holes in the service that we provide. So we're always trying to be as consistent as we possibly can. So that means that we all have to be trained in a certain way to make sure that we are being a good role model, keeping our own boundaries, leaving stuff that's at home, and coming to work so that we can be the best, but also being able to say, hey, I need to tag out for 5-10 minutes. I just need a breather.
Yeah.
And, we try to give our staff that kind of grace as much as we possibly can.
Is there any age requirements to work at the children's home?
Yeah, 21 or older. We have positions where they don't have to have a college degree, but they do have to have a high school diploma. We have some who have some college in there. We also have great opportunities for people who want to be an intern.
Yeah.
So that always, from social work to psychology to even doing something like what you're doing here today. We always need help with doing our social media, doing videos, capturing to be able to tell the story so people know what we do and are willing to support us.
Is the children's home like a boys and girls club or something else in that nature?
Oh, no, it's much more intense. It's more
Right?
so we follow regulations that are similar to a hospital.
Okay.
We're COA accredited, which is the Council on Accreditation. So we have to adhere to certain rules, but then we have well over 11 different agencies that govern us. So because we work with the government, we have the Department of Health, we have the mental health portion, we have our foster care and adoption that has requirements. We also have our nurse-family partnership, which is an evidence-based program, so we're required to report back how we're helping young people grow
Yeah.
up so that they meet their developmental needs.
So what are like the biggest challenges y'all face?
I think the biggest challenge is really being able to meet the needs of every child. And with COVID, it really affected children.
Yeah.
We're going to see the consequences of that for years to come. Kids are very isolated. We have a lot of behavioral issues. People were learning online, which was absolutely wonderful, but they weren't communicating.
Yeah.
I have kids that have come back. We have 3 schools, and one of them is a school here. It's our Cardi Day Academy, and we take children who are struggling in a regular classroom. They're from kindergarten on up to a senior, and we brought them back from COVID. The young kids don't even know how to stand in line. They don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Because they weren't in a classroom, they weren't in a daycare, they were at home and they were doing whatever they wanted to do, or they were in a, someplace else being cared for. And, they weren't being taught those routines that we do. Put your coat on, get your backpack ready. It's really interesting to see,
Yeah.
how some of that has shown up in their life.
Can you talk about the toy run?
I can talk about the toy run, and in fact, they just dropped off, I think, 5 more boxes yesterday. 5 more big boxes. So the toy run is run by our Garden State, a Garden Spot.
Yeah.
Motorcycle club, as well as I think we had 16 or 17 other clubs that also worked with us. So we had the Wicked Chicks. They were awesome, and they had a great bike. But we had over 100 bikes come, and they bring toys. They kick off our holiday gift drive every year. So it's always the 3rd Sunday of the month. They come in on the motorcycles, and then they bring the toys with them. But then our kids are able to sit there and learn about motorcycle safety and talk to the motorcycle riders, so that they understand that motorcycles you need to be safe, but also how that motorcycle might work. But then some of the motorcyclists are even really nice enough to let our kids sit on the motorcycle, and then that's it. But they talk about it for a whole year. It's fantastic. It's something that they really look forward to all the time. And we just have a great day of camaraderie with the group there, and the kids love it. The motorcycle people love it. It's just a really good, rewarding thing. And of course, the police get into that too. They help us escort the motorcycle riders. So it's great. It's lots of fun. We rely on the community for support.
Are there any upcoming events in the community?
Well, right now we are in the middle of the holiday gift drive. So that means that we have those 4,000 kids. Each of them were allowed to choose 4 items. That's $25 to $30 a piece to get for their gifts for the year. So they're going to have something under the Christmas tree, thanks to the generosity of the community coming together for that. So we are down. We still have about 500 tags left, so we're still looking for a few more, but, we are just so happy that people want to support the work that we do and support our children who may not have something.
Yeah. How do y'all collaborate with schools and other organizations?
Well, one of these things is a partnership. Dr. Radosher's class has offered up some of their support in the past to doing a video for us. Videos are very expensive. People don't understand all the work that goes into it and how much time that takes, the labor, the intensity. So working with schools is, we're always looking for interns. We have our social workers, our nurses, who are looking for some real life experience. But anybody can get involved with the children's home in some way, whether it is doing a collection for us of hygiene products. Like I brought some hygiene products in my. So something as simple as a toothpaste and toothbrush. I have over 300 kids that we started the school year off with. We're in with the Reading School District, and we're doing a program. And we have kids who are sharing a toothbrush because they don't have their own. That's something that is a basic need that nobody should go without. So I brought that in. So we have Girl Scout troops and Boy Scout troops. We have the community churches and things. They collect socks for our people who are in our, we have our circle of friends, which is where some of the homeless who are here and people who are struggling with mental health come, where they can wash their clothes, where they can have a place to meet and be safe during the day. They're able to get a hot meal twice a day and then one to go, but they're also able to wash their clothes there. So we need all sorts of things. You know, if somebody has their laundry detergent and they get that buy one, get one free, we always take that kind of thing. But, you know, even hair care products, we work with some of the barber shops and some of the hair studios to get our girls, you know, some of our girls come to us and they would love to have braids and they can't because they can't afford it. It's very expensive, as you know, probably you know, or they may not have had a haircut. And really basic needs, starting with your feet with socks. If you have clean socks on, you feel better every day. You brush your teeth, you feel better. You get a haircut, you feel better.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really those basic things that we all take for granted. That we work with the community to help provide or give us an opportunity to work with us. So
that's great. Because sometimes, I mean, in the communities, because I'm from Asbury Park, like I said, so we go to like Boys and Girls Clubs, and they give back to the community a big time, so don't fall in like the wrong direction and stuff like that. So
right, and that's what we're trying to instill as well. We just don't do it from a recreational standpoint. We do it more from a therapeutic standpoint. So you think about the mental health in a hospital, if somebody has to go into the psychiatric unit, those are the kinds of kids that we're dealing with. They can be that, you know, they're the ones living on our campus. So it's 24/7. We have psychiatrists, we have doctors, we have nurses round the clock so that they can all get their meds. One of the things when people have mental health issues, they don't take their medication on a regular basis. So we ensure that that is happening, making sure that they get their food, their basic needs, their height and their weight, because we need to make sure that they're getting the nutrition that they need. Some medications really work against some of that. So we give them recreation time every day. You know, we really try to work together. They have group therapy, they have individual therapy, they have family therapy. It takes a lot. And then think about it, who's gonna do their laundry? They're not doing it. We have people who do that for them, and that's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It is.
And then you have to take the kids back and forth to appointments. You know, 2 of the kids had to go get their eyes checked yesterday, and 6 others had to have their teeth done, and 2 others had to go get follow-ups for their, you know, you just don't think about it. And we have almost 100 kids on our campus.
How do you and your staff like push through to keep going every day?
By being supportive of each other and working as a team and really caring about each other. I love walking in there. There's nothing better to me when I get to walk over to the residential facilities or go out into to see the people and see my team smiling. That's, you know, because of the work that we're doing. They know that it makes a difference, and we really want to support the community because we are better together.
Yeah.
It's better to be working together than to be against each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When we work together, just everything comes through, and it's like a teamwork makes the dream work, they say.
That's exactly it. Teamwork makes the dream work, yeah.
So.
And our people don't have agendas. You know, many of the people who work there are there because of the right reason. Some of them have been children that have been in bad situations, and they just want to give back, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, they want to make a difference. So we're really excited about that.
Oh.
The adoption flyer?
Oh, yes. So I do have a couple things that I'd like to ask you to do. Anytime I do an interview, I ask for 3 things.
Okay.
I need you to help me. I need you to help me to find foster care families, because in Berks County alone, there's over 250 kids who are in the system who are in need of a safe place to be.
Yeah.
For temporary time, okay? But the other thing that I have is I have a picture of one of our kids who is looking for a foster family. And she is awesome. That's all I can say. She is awesome. She has a really varied background and a rough background. And she is Adriana, and she is looking for a family to adopt her. And we would love to be able to help her. She is a teenager. She's fantastic. She loves sports. She's very, very bright, top of her class, wants to go to college. But she said, I am not my past. And I think that, to me, is something that is so, so important, that she realizes at such a young age that she doesn't have to be from the place that she was. She's able to be her own person. And I think, that just makes me feel hopeful, and that's really what it's all about. And that's what people can do. They can give hope by supporting the Children's Home of Reading.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Lots of good work that's being done. And, people like you make a difference by being able to tell her, being able to invite me here. So I want to thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Jill Troutman for this interview. I am Ta'Jier Burrus. Thank you for watching Facebook Live on Burks Weekly. This is the last one, so I would like to introduce all my fellow classmates to join us here.
Wow, this is such a great crew. I love this. These are the future people who are going to be on the television, behind the scenes, out in the world, doing great stuff, telling wonderful stories like the Children's Home. And here's Jody Radosh. Yay, Dr. Radosh. She's awesome. She's been a really great supporter of the Children's Home as well for many years. So we love to work with you.
That was a fantastic interview. It was awesome. Thank you so much to both of you. And thank you so much to Jason Hug for allowing us to be his partner this semester at Burks Weekly. It's been an amazing experience. Let's wish everybody a happy and healthy holiday season.
Yay!